Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be diving into the Akashic Records, into my Akashic Records, okay? So quite recently, this, I don't want to say method or some sort of series or something was revealed to me by spirit, okay? And it went by, oh, sorry, just getting comfy there. It went by the body is the map, and absolutely everything in my life recently has been pushing me into the body. I've really started to just have this interest for the fascia tissue and the capability of our junk DNA. And you'll see from my last video, if you watched it, I really believe that we are capable of so much more as human beings than we even believe is possible right now. And I just want to experience that within myself. So I'm going on a deep dive myself into myself to really see what my own capabilities are and just how this whole body thing really works at a deeper level, past the medical systems, past the 2D visuals that we can Google and see in medical books. It's what is this spiritual vessel that we have been given? So today what we are going to do is I am going to open up the Akashic Records for myself in order to understand what the body is, the map for me, what this method is for me, what this series is for me. I've been told that I need to do this and record this, going into the Akashic Records and doing what I've been shown to do once per week and then sharing it. So here I am. But what I did when I first did it was I just recorded a voice memo. And oh, wow, it gave me so much detail, so much information, and it just resonated so deeply with my entire being. And I was so frustrated. I was like, oh, I wish I got it on camera. So I'm going to go back into the records today, and I'm hoping that similar information is going to come through. I mean, what comes through is what's meant to come through in the moment. So it's going to be an interesting one. Okay, give me a little minute, and what I'm going to do is open up my own records. I'm going to actually do this on camera, which is a little bit outside of my comfort zone. But basically, in order for me to go into the Akashic Records, I say an opening and I say a closing prayer. So that's what I'm going to do. And I just have it written down here now. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know, see, and speak the truth as it is revealed for our highest good and the highest good connected to all that is. Source, God, the vibration of all that is, protect me from all lower vibrations. Protect me from all forms of self-centeredness and direct my attention to the true work at hand. I acknowledge Zara Elspeth Hilton Gash before me. Help me to know Zara Elspeth Hilton Gash in the light of the Akashic Records, to see Zara Elspeth Hilton Gash through the eyes of the Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones have for Zara Elspeth Hilton Gash and the relevant collective for the body is the map. Dear Divine Gatekeeper, please open the gates to the Akashic Records of all there is. The gates. And we're back. My son just popped in because he wanted bub. So let's get back into it. I am going to reopen. I'm going to be honest, I still kind of feel like I'm here, but I'm just going to re-say my entering prayer and just come back into it. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know, see, and speak the truth, as it is revealed for our highest good and the highest good of all that is, and the highest good connected to all that is. Source, God, the vibration of all that is, protect me from all forms of lower energies, all forms of negativity, all forms of distortion, and all forms of self-centeredness, and direct my attention to the true work at hand. I acknowledge Sarah Elspeth Hilton Gash before me. Help me to know Zara Elspeth Hilton Gash in the light of the Akashic Records, to see Zara Elspeth Hilton Gash through the eyes of the Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones of Zara Elspeth Hilton Gash have for all relevant here today. Dear Divine Gatekeeper, please open the gates to the Akashic Records of all there is. The gates are now open. So I don't know if you guys can feel an energetic shift when you're watching this. Sometimes you can. Sometimes when we enter the Akashic Records, like we feel a motion shift, or we even notice changes in the light around us. So some people can notice and some people don't always notice when we're in, but I know the gates are now open and we are in the Akashic Records. So sometimes when the information is coming through me, you'll see me close my eyes. That's absolutely fine. It's just so I can come into myself a little bit more and listen. So let's get started. Today's session is all about the body is the map. The body is the map, a series or a future method that was revealed to me and shown to me by Spirit that I need to conduct on myself at least once per week. Help me to understand exactly what this is for me, what this is for the collective, and what message and understanding about the body is the map that needs to be shared today. The body is the map is a documentation of what you are going through, what you have been experiencing, and your journey deeper into yourself. As you have become aware recently, the body is the gateway, the body is the portal, the body holds everything, every bit of information, every memory, every code that we could ever need individually and collectively. So often in the spiritual community, we bypass the body or we see it as less important. But what I want to do is I want to reframe this perspective for a moment. When we choose to come into the earth experience, we choose to come empty. Empty, as I say, but really just empty of the memory and the remembrance that we are source, that we are God, that we are connected to all that is. But we do not come empty-handed. We choose a spiritual vessel to direct us through this experience and that spiritual vessel is our body. That spiritual vessel is where our soul imprints its blueprint of its full soul expression and its blueprint of the direction and mission that we choose to experience within this lifetime. So all of this is held within different parts of our body, within different parts of the systems within our body. And we each have access to all this information, to all these memories at any given time. The only thing we have to do is go inwards. It's to co-create with our body, to listen to our body, because our body is a gift to us on this experience. Our body wants to help us move forward on this experience to our highest expansion. So a lot of the time, and a lot of people are going through an inner war or battle with their body. This belief system that a lot of people hold right now, that their body is against them. But what if we flip that and understand that maybe we are going against the grain of our body? What if our body is trying to lead us on the path of our soul, and we have been fighting with that within? Because that is where dis-ease starts to occur. That is where we fall out of our optimal state of being. The understanding of all this will be revealed further and deeper as these sessions go on. And as I'm speaking and as I'm bringing through this information, I'm like, hang on a second, this is in a lot less depth than the first voice note that I did when I was in the Akashic Records talking about the body as the map. But I understand with working in the Akashic Records that the information that comes through is exactly what is needed in this moment in time. And maybe it is the exact explanation that's needed for the collective right here and right now. So I trust that fully. So what's coming to me to bring up right now is also to understand that every timeline, every dimension, every quantum potentiality, everything is accessible within our body. Everything. Every gift or experience that we have gone through in this life or in another life is there for our access right now. And it's all being built into our body, into this spiritual vessel, as tools almost to help us get the most out of this earth experience. So often a lot of people bypass the body, and me as one of these people, I've always been interested in the gym and fitness and all of that, and it brings me kind of back to this journey for me I'm kind of jumping in and out of speaking for myself and then also speaking the information that is coming through in the records. But, I think it all comes out as it needs to. So my history and my background, it seems very diverse, and a lot of the time I sit with myself and I'm like, why am I doing all these things that just don't seem interconnected? But now I'm really starting to understand how interconnected they really are. I was a personal trainer, I have worked in retail, I have been interested in nutrition, and when I left school I wanted to do like nutrition or naturopathics or something like that, but then I went to Australia and my path kind of went somewhere else. But I'm now coming back to it, and obviously then most of my adult career has been in corporate real estate, so I have that experience as well. And then I've been a healer and I've worked with plant medicines, and I had a near-death experience in my early teens, and a lot of healers and shamans have told me that that was a shamanic initiation for me, which I'm still waiting to find out. So our life is literally a puzzle of all these pieces, but when we start to bring the pieces together, we see the full map. And this is really what the body is. The map is for me. It's starting to understand the interconnectedness of myself, but also that is a mirror for everybody else who falls upon this and who feels called to watch this as well. So with these sessions, I'm going to be going in to my body, and it is going to reveal to me what it needs to reveal to me in that moment in time. A lot of the time when I do this, I'm brought back to past lives. I end up doing soul retrievals. I end up seeing another timeline that I'm meant to integrate into this timeline. So for me, and what just came in really clearly right now, is our body is the time machine. that feels really powerful right now when I say that, but our body is the time machine to all of our past, present, future potentials that we have within our entire quantum field or unified field. And the way we can access them all is by going into the body. So that is what you can expect from this series. I have no idea how far and wide it's going to go. I know that it's definitely going to bring forth a lot of cosmic information. It's going to bring forth a lot of earth information because I have such a firm belief that we are so interconnected with Mother Gaia, to the extent that I think we are a cell of Mother Gaia and she is a cell of us. It is the micro and the macro and everything. You know, as above, so within, as without, you know, all of these things, it's reflecting and mirroring back to us that everything is all one. But it's all one in a kind of mirror, fun, experiential kind of way. So I really believe when we do the inner work on ourselves and connect with our body, that is how we deeply heal Mother Gaia. We're not going to heal everything going on with the earth right now, you know, through focusing on climate change fully and, you know, just worrying about picking up the trash. Yes, these are amazing things to do, but I really believe that when we clear out the gunk in our own physical body, in our own spiritual vessel, we really start to clean up the collective fields that is here right now on the earth, and that itself is going to help Mother Gaia more than you can even imagine. So this series is about our body. It is about cosmology. It is about, you know, our DNA, our internal organs and systems and the consciousness that they hold, but also about Mother Gaia's internal systems and external systems and how all these systems intertwine. And I really think that's going to be revealed through these series. So I'm very excited. I'm just asking the question, am I meant to do the first session here now, or is this enough for today? And then episode 2 is going to be the actual first session of The Body is the Map. I think to keep this digestible, this is going to be the first video. What I want to do is like open up the floor to any questions, not right now, but in the comments, and I'm going to get them answered maybe on like my Instagram stories or something. And then episode 2 is going to be The Body is the Map. I'm going to be actually going into the session within myself and revealing and seeing what is ready to be met and be experienced and be seen and be shared with the collective, because I'm being shown that this all needs to be shared with the collective. So I love you all. I am so excited to connect with so much more of you that I know are going to soon find this page. So I love you all. I will see you in the next episode. Bye, bye, bye.